arrived. Look at my hair, it's already fallen out. At Dunster Castle live music party, and it's at the Lutteral Arms, and I'm going cowgirl vibes. You can't really see, but this is my little
You
thing.
really look like a cowgirl.
No, but it's my little waistcoat thing, which I love, and I was going to wear my cowgirl boots, but I ruined my feet with new shoes at work. So we're going to go eat food, have some drinks. It's 7:30 now because the traffic's been crazy because it's the first day of summer holidays, but we got here. It took me a really long way. Dunster, oh my god, there's people up there. Can you see? Yeah. Up there. Seems like we're heading into an Irish jig. I'm loving this vibe. Here it is, the Lutteral Arms. Hope it's busy.
Dirty old time. 60 miles, you put him on the train.
We just missed the video of the burger. They're only £6, but they had tomato, lettuce, burger relish, tomato. But the new band is coming on.
A cheeseburger.
What else? And some olives.
That's it. That's half the price.
Oh, half the price, yeah. But this pub is my new favourite pub. It's got the view of Dunster Castle. It's got this lovely outside bit. It's got a little bunting bit. It's got a cutest place ever. It's stunning.
The goal is just to and things go wrong no matter what I do.
We are back and refreshed. We spent the morning walking around Dunster and it was really nice, and then we went on our way back to Quantock Brewery Beer Fest, and it was really quite rainy and weird and miserable looking. Oh, me and Sam had oysters, so first I'm having oyster, and we put Tabasco and these like pickled shallots on it, but vinaigrette. And the problem is that everyone tells you to slide it down your throat, and I thought I couldn't do it, but I did slide it down my throat and it was fine. But I just feel like it's a waste. You should like taste it and chew it, and I googled it, and apparently all on Google it says you should actually chew them to like get the actual taste. But from what we had, it was nice, and I would have it again for sure, but it doesn't taste that much of anything. So and then we got back home. Sam bought some men's vitamins, I bought some kombucha and edamame spaghetti, and now we're gonna go shop to get some food and then go away in the van, but we still don't actually really know where to go. So I know, that was such a cute street we just went through in Dartmouth. Honestly, the houses here are amazing, like look at that. So if you ever want to buy property, I recommend going to Dartmouth. It's so narrow, you just went up to the steepest hill as well. Oh my god! Okay. Look at it, it's so narrow. How is this allowed to still exist? A bit of friction. Me and Sam have gone to Lyra's. We just played it. It's a frisbee game. It's really quite fun. We've literally played it in the van, passing it to each other.
No, it's not working.
Sam also on the non-emulsifier trend. Pop chips don't have emulsifiers. Lindt dark chocolate doesn't, unless you get the flavours. If you get the flavours, then it has emulsifier in, but plain chocolate doesn't. Join me on this non-emulsifier trend journey. It's really hard when you're buying things in the shop. This one doesn't either. Normally it tells you up there, it just says emulsifier. Brilliant news. We're at Woodlands because we are big kids and we're ready to have a day of fun. We've just gone down the Twister ride. From what I remember, it's not that wet. Look at Sam. Look at my ass. Look at Sam's ass.
It was chasing me.
And our bags. Oh, it's hilarious. It gets you very wet. You alright, mate? You got really big eyes. You okay? Like a little teddy bear. Hi. Are you so pretty? It is morning in one of the best campsites I've ever been in. It's the end of July and we thought let's treat ourselves to a campsite because always staying on like streets is not actually that nice because you can't wee, you can't really shower. So we booked this campsite. I'll show you around. It's amazing. We stayed here last night. We got here quite late because obviously I finished work, had to pack up the van, get ready, decide where we're going, go. So we had dinner at like 10:30 and then just chilled. Putting my decaf in it. And I've got my one here, and then Sam has one. He went to a charity shop and found one because I was saying to you, like, look, in the van we both should have one of these, and he's like, but they're well expensive, and then we managed to find one for like £2.50. So, but no, plan is we're gonna go wakeboarding. It's fucking an extortionate amount of Corey.
Okay.
Corey.
Corey.
And then I'm gonna put some of this in it. These are 7 blended mushrooms. So it's reishi, chaga, shiitake, maitake, lion's mane, cordyceps, miltans, and white fungus. I was just gonna get lion's mane, but then my friend who said she gets this, like, goes to this company which is a local producer, and she buys the coffee blends and stuff, and then I saw all of them, so I thought, what's the harm in getting all of them? So have a little spoonful. It's a bit cocoa-y, but you can taste the mushroominess if you don't put it with something strong. We're getting ready because we're gonna go wakeboarding. The campsite is so stunning though, because if you can see the cliff there, and there's a harbour. It's really, really lovely. Little boat cafe, which is right next to us, and it's actually on an old boat by the harbour. Walking. And yeah, obviously the tide's out. The harbour right there. Is that Scotland again? I love this part of the wake park. When you drive in, there's just sheep everywhere, and sometimes they're on the road and you can't drive.
Nah.
It smells sheepy. Wakeboarding complete. Has a little bit less. Oh, still soaking. We're off to Barnstable to get some clothes and work trousers and work stuff and probably food, because it's now 1:30 and we got there at like 11:15. So, but yes, off we go. We're at the block. I've got the steak. I need to look at the menu again to show, but look how amazing. And Sam's got this Vietnamese pork belly salad. Oh yeah, you got chopsticks out. And then this is really nice. Meantime, anytime I have it, it's really tropical. We're setting up. We're at Watermouth Valley. The toilets are there, and there's a shop, and there's games room and pizza night, and there's goats, if you look right there. So I definitely want to say hi to the goats. Look at the sun shining through there. It's gorgeous. Got a pizza place, got a cocktail place. I've got a Kir Royale for like £6-7, which is literally half a pint of Prosecco. Sam's got a blonde thing, some ale, and now we're gonna go see the goats. You looking for food, mister? Look at your little horns. Hi.
So weird.
Yeah, they've got the weird size, I think. Similar to cats. Look at his little goatee.
Is that where they milk them from?
Windy there, isn't it? How nice! For my vlog, a few free vlogs ago. That was where we kayaked up to, no, paddleboarded up to. And it looks really far out right now. We're walking to the harbour. Today has been absolutely glorious, sunshine. Our campsite is right near Watermouth Castle as well. Whoa, look at these! It's a little catamaran, not so little actually. Is this, or is this not, the cutest cafe you will ever see? Look at that! You have a covered decking. Oh, I love it. Got my second Key Royale. Risque. Sam's following the birds. Because he thinks they might be on to some sort of food. So here we're going. Also, I couldn't recommend anymore using one of those portable electric hookups, which are about £50. And then you just feed it through the door, because obviously when you're in a van with no like fan, like ventilation fan, you need a little bit of ventilation. You literally have electricity. It's so messy because I've just been changing. Come through here, and we can charge our stuff at night, and we pull these curtains through. But we are currently waiting for our pizza. But they're honestly, this pizza business must be making a fortune, because we're number 96. And there's been a queue since 5 p.m. We're having a chilled morning. I've had a shower. Trying to get a bit of reading in. Sam was reading, but he's on the toilet. Having a coffee. It's raining, which isn't great for our plans. I'm feeling fresh. My hair is soaking, and I'm trying to keep warm. This come from the campsite. Oh, little berry and granola with a little bit of berry compote and yogurt. Yummy. Right, I feel like this vlog needs a debrief. No, a post brief. What's that word? I did it in psychology. Is it a debrief? Yes. I'm just deciding it is. So, it was a combination of 2 weekends. First one was when we went to Dunster Music Festival. They do that every year, I think, so go, because it's at the Lutteral Arms. Very cute pub, very nice. It's one of my faves. Then we wandered around Dunster. We were going to go to the castle, but then we decided we need to grow up and get the National Trust thing membership, because otherwise we just would spend too much money, because it was like £25, I think, or 20 or 15. I don't actually remember. But we had a pie, and it reminded me of Australia, because in Australia all you eat is pies after a night out. We sat there with like a pie, eating it with our hands outside in the rain. But all the shops at Dunster are like, if you've ever been to Glastonbury, really hippie and cool, and it is quite touristy, but it's really nice. And then we went to Quantock Brewery Beer Fest. That was amazing. We had, but it was rainy, but the setup is amazing, and it could have been really great, but it was a bit miserable. We had oysters for the first time, and that was fun. And then we went to Asda, got some food, not Asda, Sainsbury's. And then we decided to go to Dartmouth, because Dartmouth is one of our faves. We knew it was a bit rainy, and when we went there, we parked in this usual spot, I'll link it, and there was like this Shakespeare play going on at the church. It was normally in the castle, because the castle is down the road from where we normally stay in the van, but they moved it to the church. We were like, oh, do we go? But we ended up just getting really weird and delirious and cozy in the van and playing games and stuff, so it was a really nice time there. And we had a little explore and walk in the morning. Then we went back, and then we had work and everything. And then the weekend after that, we did North Devon. We actually stayed, the reason why we stayed at 2 different campsites is because we stayed in the wrong campsite, but don't tell anyone. Basically, we booked it, and it's right next to each other, Valley Camping and the other one we stayed at. And it was dark, we just turned in. I even went to like the lady, like, oh, I'm just checking in, like, where do we go? There was a wedding on, so I assumed they thought we were wedding guests. So then she was like, oh yeah, just like go through there and camp there. We're like, okay. And then we went to the pitch, and we had no one like disturb us in the morning. We had a nice shower, and it's really nice there. You have the view of the harbour and everything, as you could see. Then we went wakeboarding. That was in North Devon Wake Park. I'll link that too. Really cheap, really, if you want to go wakeboarding, because normally on a boat it's really expensive, but that is a good park, and it's like £25. I think £5 for the wristband, but then like £20 normally when you go. And it's just so good and so fun. But oh my gosh, my like traps were like after. And then we went to Barnstable, and the food we ate was incredible, so I'll link that too. And then I'll also link all the little bits and bobs in my van which I found were helpful, like the electric hookup, which we actually got from Amazon, I believe. I'll link that. And after that we just explored, shopped around. I got some work clothes. Sam tried to get work clothes, but there were none. And came and chilled at that campsite, and they had amazing views, amazing Kir Royales, because it's like half a cup of, basically half a pint of Prosecco, and then good pizzas as well. And then the best bit was the breakfast granola pot. That was amazing. So if you ever go there, which I think you should, get the pot for breakfast, which is granola and berries and yogurt, and it was just phenomenal. So that was the end. I felt like I needed a debrief because it was all like 1, 2. Oh, and I completely missed one element of why Dartmouth was so fun, because we had a cozy night the night before, and then we went to Woodlands, and I was like, we can't go to Woodlands because like I'm 22, I was gonna say 21, you're like 25, I think. They're gonna be looking at us like, where's your baby? And we were the children, and it was actually so good, and I had a great day, and it was sunny, and it hadn't been sunny for ages. So if you are not afraid, go, because you have so much fun. We went on all the little rides and the terror tower things, and your belly goes, and it was just cracking us up. But it costs more on the day, and it costs like 30% 2 days before or something, and then like 10% online on the day or something. So keep that in mind, because I think it cost me like 28 or 26 or 7, 8. Between 26 and 28 pounds, I think, if you book it online and earlier. It's way cheaper. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. That was more wholesome and had loads of activities and things you could maybe do in the summer. Obviously summer has gone and been, and that has happened, but next summer I assume that's what will happen again. But yeah, I wish I vlogged a little bit more of the little beer fests and stuff, but I'm new to this still, so I'm not that great. But thank you for watching. If you liked, give it a thumbs up, and I will be back with more chaos or chill vlogs. I don't know, it will come, we will find out. Thank you, bye.